Well, hello. How are all of you doing? Hi Froggy, hi Tachyon, hi Rin, Goomster, Norm. Are you all well? You lost your streak? Well, hopefully if you lost your streak recently, if you're here now, hopefully it will come back. And hey, if you need to leave early and get a good night's sleep or whatever, you can go, you can do that. Okay. Hi Silverleaf. You're not gonna fool me like that. I'm looking at the chat right now. You think I'm looking at anything else? I can see you. I can see you doing that. Yeah, hope if you watch a stream within 24 hours after losing your streak, you do get your thing back. How are things going? Unfortunately busy. And I was able to manage to start earlier than I thought I would have to. So that's good. I think that we'll be able to get a little bit of a longer stream than I was thinking. But yeah. You know what I want to hear? Yes, we have to make... Okay, hi Ollie Hacker. Yeah, gotta make an entrance somehow. Yeah, that's how Ollie Hacker's making an entrance. Hi Coffee, why are you leaving? Come back. Anyways. You know, you wanna know what my experience was earlier? You know, I was thinking, I wonder what the kinship's talking about. I have a lot of pings, I have a lot of things going on there. I really wonder what my dear, lovely, beloved kinship could be talking about. And... I go on here to see, first of all, Mary Andrew pinging me saying I have brittle bones. And then everyone just being like, oh, Kale, oh, I know that Kale is the villager. Kale is pretending to be a villager, messing with us. You remember how Kale said that he wanted to, he had to end stream early? Yeah, he ended stream early so that he could go on, sit on Minecraft for hours on end. So he could mess with us. I don't have brittle bones. Okay, like, yeah, that's definitely what I was doing. I definitely was like, oh man, shucks, I'm really busy. I have to do my shift of sitting on Minecraft for 5 hours and pretending to be a villager. Okay, like, I'm like, oh, I wonder what the kinship is messaging me about. And I see Abdicate being like, oh, you're messing with my inventory, and Rin being like, oh, you're doing /kill on me. And then I scroll down here and I see, oh, amazing bit Kale. Oh, imagine if it's Kale and he's sitting there like this. I'm not sitting there. Like, I'm not needing her giggling. Like, oh, I really got them with this one. You know? And no, Mesoamerican are not like that. So, I was like thinking, I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Let me go check the console log. Let me go see what's going on here. And you know what I think? You know what I thought at least? I was like, oh, I think I know what's going on here. It's one of you guys. One of you guys are being the villager because you know what I saw? I caught one of you placing the sign. Yeah, that's right. I caught one of you placing the sign. Hold on. Where is it? Caught. I can see what you wrote on the sign. I can see what you wrote on the sign. And who is the person that has been seeing the villager the most? Rin. Rin was the person, right? You betrayed your kinship, Rin. You betrayed me. And then, you know what else I saw? Rin had a villager skin on? How could this be? But then, hey, then I looked further. I looked at your clips, and I saw this. I saw this right here. Because I didn't see the clips. I saw that message I just showed you first. I didn't see the clips until after. So then I looked at the clips. I'm like, okay, what is this? He's mining? Like, oh, and then I see right there. Look, paid. Can you see that? Actually, no, you can't see that. Hold on. There's just a villager that just appears. And it's like, how would Rin do this? This is Rin's clip. Wait, why is my house right here? Where are you? Is it? Rin clipped this, sees a villager over there, and goes, he's right in front of me, isn't he? And wait. And also, right there, did you see that? It dies. And that takes away. Hold on, we need to get something. That takes away our initial suspicion that the villager was an armor stand. So, what is the villager really? I don't know. So we go through the rest of the clips here. Read my chat, so I'll get you. You said that those signs were changing. I'm getting to all the clips. I skimmed through them all, and now I'm looking through the rest of them. The one where you TP'd. Oh yeah, wait. I think I saw the one where you TP'd, and you like TP'd to the villager, and I initially thought maybe this because you were trading with it, and then you just lagged to it. But then after seeing the other clips happening in tandem with that, I think that it's likely you probably got moved somehow. Yeah. Now we look at this one. Wait, what is this clip even of? Oh yeah, the sign. So right here, we see the sign saying remember, 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 remember. The one that Rin was like, oh, that one just appeared. But then, the thing that like absolves you of all blame is that this is definitely Rin. We know this because the sword is named after Dexter Morgan. There's Goomster and Froggy, so it couldn't be anyone else. Wait, hold on. Where's the change happen? I saw. Yeah, look, it says forgot, forget, forgot, forgotten, recalled. And then Rin doesn't. Yeah, see, like someone else changed it. And I doubt that Froggy and Goomster changed it. It seemed like they were moving too. The other clips here, I remember there being another weird one. Yeah, I think this one gets pretty weird. You can check logs. That's another thing. When I was checking logs earlier, like before, when you guys were saying this was happening, all I saw was Rin placing a sign, and then I got flooded with error messages, and I couldn't scroll up. Yeah, this is really weird. An invisibility potion, and then everything starts fading to black. What are these signs? Oh, these are yours. Okay. Your little symbol is pink? Yeah, it is. And, okay, wait, I didn't even see that the first time. That was just a lantern. This guy thinks he's the Headless Horseman. Whoever it is doesn't show up in the playlist. Oh yeah, and then there's this. The villager just randomly being in a boat here. Slash vanish remove you from the list? What is slash vanish? Is that a command that... Well, I mean, another thing is, there's no way... Oh yeah, and then... This is the most important thing right here. He was moving to the villager in the... Yeah, so when I first saw this, I was like, it's just a villager in a boat. Like, we can't really... But if he's moving, then I guess it's kind of weird. Especially with everything else happening recently. But yeah, the most important thing I wanted to show you was when I went through the whitelist, I found this. Pigment underscore villager. I kind of scribbled out the UUID because I don't know if that's something I shouldn't show. Yeah, that's what I found. And now, we can look at that along with something that Goomster found a while ago. Pigment. But the thing that's weird here, you know what's weird here? This is the username for Pigment, but why is the whitelist Pigment Villager? Why is it different? And then when we look at what Goomster posted, this isn't a normal villager skin, it has like a skin cancer. But this is the biggest reveal right here. He took off the top layer, Goomster took off the top layer and revealed whatever this is. Like, what are we supposed to make of that? So it's not Rin. And I think that we have proven by now that it's not either Mesomannequin or myself. Who could it be? We don't know. All we know now is that it's definitely a player. Showed the TP one. Okay, wait, I don't know where the TP one is. I didn't prepare that one. That is not that was me by bad. But shut up. Notice sign changing. But yeah, like all we know is that it's a person. We just know it's not an actual villager. It has his head, his name, it has to be. Are you saying that it has to be Rin or it has to be Pigment? I'm saying, like, I mean, I know, but who is Pigment? That's another thing. I don't remember this whitelist. Is this the one? I have to bore you guys. Oh yeah, this is the one. Rin is watching the VOD. And when I initially watched this, I didn't even notice any. Oh yeah, it already happened. You see, I didn't even notice it happened. He's in one area of the... Yeah, he just moves here. And initially I was like, okay, that looked like lag. It looks like he lags at like, just into the villager. Because look where it teleports you. It teleports you like you were trading here. So I was like, oh, maybe he was trading there and it like rubber banded him. But then with everything else happening, that doesn't seem likely. Signs don't just write themselves. Lanterns don't just appear. Villagers don't spawn and die. Watch it? Okay, wait, hold on. And another thing I have to wonder though is, I can understand why Pigment might be targeting me. Why Pigment might be targeting Mesomannequin while we're streaming. But this has happened multiple times now. Ever since then, even when I'm not online. It's happening to everybody. Just across the board. Pigment is B2000. No, it isn't. I know it's not you, okay? He only goes after me. That's another thing. That made me think it was you, Rin. Because you were always like, oh, it's Pigment. I thought you were like the boy who cried wolf. Especially when I saw that sign saying Rin placed a sign saying remember, remember, remember. And then seeing the clip of you being like, oh, look, he wrote a sign saying remember, remember. And I'm like, okay. Okay, this guy. And then for a second, I was like, okay, either Rin is the villager or Rin is pretending to be the villager just to like make it more, I don't know, have more fun with it. But after seeing these clips, I'm like not so sure about that. But the thing is, why did you place that sign? What is with that? What is with that sign? Why did you place the sign saying remember, remember, remember? Why did you have a villager skin on? Can we talk about that? I edited it? Oh, and then it said you placed it? Oh. That would explain it. This is a hacker or it's a person trolling within the stream group. The thing is, you want to know something else? The only moderators I have on Minecraft are myself, Mesomannequin, and Gumbo Bob. Gumbo Bob isn't even around. Mesomannequin doesn't play that often other than when we stream. And then we've already, we also know it's not Mesomannequin or myself. Remember during stream you found armor stands in your base, how are they able to place it if you have land clamps? I don't know. That's another thing. I feel like my plugins are really messy, so I need to go check the permissions for that. What about the villager that spawned by your house? Are you talking about the one in the boat? Because I have no idea about that. We kept going blind and then they would taunt us. He placed a jukebox in the nether? How do you know that what do you mean you found a jukebox or you saw it placed on its own? Good to know that the hacks don't register in console. No, in the console I have so many lines of error. I have red text on top of red text saying error. Error at this position, error at bucket plugin, world couldn't register. I don't really know what it said. The whole ass house that spawned? House? Oh yeah, the underwater house that you... I mean, at first I saw that, I was like, I don't know what that is. I mean, I guess he could have made it. I don't really know, like... This just looks like a... Yeah, it looks like a villager house. It's probably... He probably just built it there. Watch the damn video. Wait, which video? That was my house. No, it wasn't, man. It's not... It isn't. The TP one? I watched the TP one, didn't I? I have to bore you guys. Oh, this guy, it does that automatically. Oh, you teleport. I was like... And then... Just shot me up the ladder for some reason. We're gonna need some boats. You were bewildered. Where did the villager boat thing happen at? Yeah, where was that? What if it is Big Hacker? Wait, are you saying that it's a hacker or are you saying that it's Ollie Hacker? Ollie Hacker was speeding around all that one time, yeah. But I don't think it's Ollie Hacker. You know, like another thing that is getting to me, there was that one time that the server had a lot of people join it. And it was like some big raiding group, but I don't think it's them. But there's so many like different groups on the server that I need to unwhitelist. I went through that list and there's so many names I don't recognize. Like I don't know what it could be. The villager can't be a person, I've seen them kill themselves and no death message. And that's, wait, didn't one of you literally say that you saw him kill himself and there was a death message? And then, listen, okay, let's talk about this here, okay? There are so many things to consider. There is the time that we saw him in the railway. He was running down the rails and he looked like a player, is that correct? Then, we've seen him look like an armor stand. That is also correct. There is a third thing. He can summon villagers and then they die? So how is it all three? How are they able to do this? How are they able to get around the plugins? Today Rin hit Goomster with his fist, he died in one hit. I don't know if that correlates. That doesn't look good for Rin. But I doubt Rin's hacking. A month ago, Pigment had a death message right after he heard Ender Pearls. So... man, it's so... Like, there's so many things to consider here. That... he can go into people's inventories. Yeah, that, I think I know how he's doing that. But if that's correct, that means I need to change that instantly. I think I need to go check the permissions and I can see who has access to doing that. And if it's what I think it is, that I need to go change that. But I'm not sure. Scared of losing your stuff? Has he ever like killed you guys and taken anything from you? Is this dude a hacker or something? I'm hoping not. That's the thing, I've never seen anything in the console about it. Went into Abdi's inventory, gave me wheat that spelled out no. Yeah, Abdicate, why didn't you tell me about that, by the way? You just messaged me, I know you're messing with my inventory, I know it's you. And then I had to hear secondhand from Froggy what happened to your inventory. But like, why would... Wait, why... What did you say that he put no in your inventory? He took your armor off because he suddenly didn't have it on. He took your armor from you? Or did it break? I told you no, I did. Okay, whichever. Okay, Rin or Froggy, one of the two. But you said you need. Oh, okay. You were in call last night. You, Froggy, and Abdicate were documenting this. And another thing is, I don't even know if the sign was really not there, because right here it looks like that could be like out of render, right? And then here, like I would be able to believe that. Watch the TP clip. I did watch it. Oh, you're saying that we would be able to see it? Hold on. I mean... I think that... Okay, well maybe... Actually, wait, that's a sign right there. Wait, let me get a good look. Yeah, we can kind of see the sign right there, but it's kind of blurry. So I think we would probably see something right here. You were kind of skeptical too until you joined and witnessed it. Yeah, wait, can we also talk about something else? If this is okay, let's say if this is a moderator, right? On the server, meaning it's either Mesomannequin or Gumbobob. They don't have the permissions to make someone else a moderator. And they also cannot hide themselves from joining the server. If they join, I can see it. That's been there for months? No, I'm not talking, I'm just saying that sign is there, this sign isn't there. I know what you're talking about. Why do all of Rins start with him on the game menu screen? It's like he knew something was gonna happen. It's not, okay, yeah. Maybe there's a little bit of, this is like Among Us. Like, what is happening? Like, okay, we could put some suspicion towards Rin. But like, especially because of the sign, though I can understand if you edit the sign and then it might say that you placed the sign later. Whoever joined didn't show up in the player list, so maybe it had something to do with that. Yeah, like that's a whole other... But it couldn't be a moderator. They don't even have the ability to hide themselves from the player list. Unless it like is a plugin related thing. I don't know. Like Mesomannequin and everything, checked about plugins and there's no like, they couldn't find anything like Pigment Villager plugin. I don't know. It's you. Cat, it isn't you. Okay, we have all these people. Everyone wants to be the villager. That's kind of what I thought was happening when I saw Rin placing a sign. And, being like, oh, remember. That's what I thought at first until I saw the other clips. When you try to check a report, they won't show up. I think Rin's fine, we both were just sitting before it happened. Villagers spawned and died twice. Yeah, like, how is the villager spawning and dying as well? That is a whole other question right there. Remember seeing the name of the Pigment in the people list during the first stream? Thought it was someone in chat. We still haven't... And wait, did we even, like... We also have to... Let's look at this. Let's look at these. Yeah. We have... Where are the Minecraft... Yeah. Villagers just appearing. Right here. You see, here, we actually see him moving. It's like a... How do I... Let me make this bigger. So I make it bigger. So... Can I play the video, please? Kale Pigment Villager does not exist. But then how... Like, I don't get it. So Pigment exists, but Pigment _ Villager doesn't exist, even though that's the player in the whitelist. Ask about it when Kale saw the villager by comment was unseen. See, right here, I'm looking for Mesomannequin. And wait, just for the people that were suspecting Mesomannequin, let's look at this. So right here, do you see... Look at the XP bar. Look at... Wait, did you see that? Did you see that? You saw that on the XP bar? Right there, there's a red dot. That means where I'm looking, Mesomannequin's in the bastion. Right? You see that? And then, when I turn this way... Oh, wait. Oh no, the villager's right there, I think. The funny edit? We've already seen the edit, though. I mean, it probably would make it easier to find them. Villager spawned with me and Khan, he didn't see it. Then he spawned a bat at my base today? Khan doesn't have mod privileges to spawn a bat. Unless you're saying the villager spawned the bat, but I don't get how a villager would spawn a bat. Khan was kinda near me when the villager spawned in my house, it's Khan. But how could it be Khan? Khan isn't a mod on this server. I think he might have been moderator in the previous server at the very end of it, but it doesn't translate over because it's a completely new server. I know that for a fact. You said you gave him... I never gave him villager eggs. Okay, look. I've never given... I don't usually give you guys creative things, but like sometimes as a joke I might just like, you know, drop a random spawn egg. Like I remember dropping a drowned spawned egg or a withered skeleton spawn egg, and just like people would be able to have access to it whenever I was like, you know, doing testing and stuff, and I just like throw it out there and it's like a little novelty item for you. But I've never given him a villager spawn egg. I've never given him multiple villager spawn eggs, and even if I did, that doesn't explain all this stuff here. Khan said that? Khan said that I gave him villager spawn eggs? Okay, wait, is this the... Where's all the villager clips? Why can I barely find them? Been active for this whole saga of this? Yeah, like, well now you know at least. And here's... This isn't a villager clip, is it? Wait. Wait. Wait, hold on. Hold the phone. Okay, he's taking it. Hold. Why does it keep... Okay, hold on. I don't know why it's cropped weird. Can we talk about... Is that what I see? Okay, what is... Can I move this off the screen? Oh my goodness. It is? Yeah, so there's a villager right there. There's a villager there. That's like an actual villager. We got some Kalecraft going on. We have some Kale conspiracy theories going on. Bro, I don't like... We've been sitting here just looking at the clips, trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, you know what? That's your villager place? Okay, wait, you're right. I don't have villagers walking around really, but I guess it could be a normal villager. Though, where are the... Can I look up villager here? Another villager sighting, villager kidnapping, villager on the left, villager, which is like the ghost of the villager. Oh, this is a good clip! This is a good clip. Look at its arms closer. It's hard to zoom in because it doesn't like... Twitch isn't letting me zoom in like that. This is a good clip right here because... Where was it? Where is he? Where did we see? Is it not this? We go forward. Oh, there it is. There's the villager. Sorry, I know it's really tiny. It's just the way that Twitch is making me. Look, right there, there's the villager. But this is when he's in armor stand. Or he's like in the wall or something. Remember he found out Pigment is probably using his own head and wearing armor with invisibility. Yes. Though the thing is, How is he also a villager? How is he like all these different things? This guy's following you a lot? Yeah. You see the XP, the player dot? Wait, you're right, there's 2 dots on the 2 player... And then it disappears! It disappeared! The player dot disappeared when he disappeared! Which means he's not just taking armor on and off. Oh. He's not also a villager, someone's probably just spawning them. So someone's spawning them, someone else is running around. So this is a group thing. Or like, because how can someone be what? Or they're all, why would they have different things though? Why have an armor stand? Why have a person spawning them? Why have one walking around? Why are there 3? Why are there 3 different versions? Maybe he used the /home command? Yeah, but it would take a few, oh, I guess he could have, he wasn't moving. Go watch all my clips. I did, I think I did. And then this one too. The villager in the tree. This was quite a clip. I think it was right... There! And see, that looks like... Can we zoom in on that? Can we enhance the image? Is that an armor stand, a villager, or a player? That's an armor stand one? How is the villager rowing a boat and killing himself and despawning the boat though? Despawning the boat? Okay, I have no idea about that. That just sounds like a whole other bunch of foolish stuff. I think it's Rin with another account. How is... I don't get how he's doing it though. How, even if it is Rin. Like... How he has his player head? Yeah, that's like... I mean, the way people could get player heads is by trading with the wandering traders. That's the only way you could legit get it. Pretty sure he's just invisible there with armor. So he's invisible here with armor, not with... Wait, so then there's but there's also definitely armor stands. We found the armor stands. We've seen the armor stands appear. We've seen the villagers appear. We've seen him appear. We've seen potion effects, so he can be invisible. He uses potions. That plugin doesn't work, it's broken. Is it completely broken? Because I remember it did work for a while. I think there's... And that's... Wait, I know, Rin, you did show up after this started, but the day it did happen, you weren't in stream. You didn't say a single word in chat, and you were already part of the community. You were here in the kinship. Go to the media chamber, scroll till the first clip, I need to remember. Oh, hold on, I need to... There we go. Media chamber to the first clip. I'm not... Okay, we already went through the clips over and over again, but like... I didn't see this one. Man, that... They'd have to be since you don't remember. Remember the tunnel clip? Those are the one where Hacker told you to turn around? Yeah, that's another thing. How did Hacker just go turn around? I turned around, I just see the villager. Yeah, I don't know if anyone clipped that though. I don't think that it was even in the edit. I have to bore you guys. And then this is the TP clip. Later. So this is the first clip. Or which is the first clip? In the clip you can't hear a splash potion or anything. Wait, but then there was a potion over here though. There was wait, where's the other clip? There was a clip where you could hear or see the splash potion. Is it this one? No, this is the sign one. Which is the potion one? Yeah, look, this one, look! You hear the potions! Rin's walking around, there's Goomster. And they go blind. Then... Look, that was a potion right there! Check the OBS one, you don't know what that one is? That one is of, Goomster taking off the skin. Don't know if it's Hacker, but those are people, not armor stands. Yeah, so that was a player character, but then sometimes they're... Like, why are they sometimes using armor stands then? And then if we can see people... If we can see them as a player, I don't... All the villagers are invisibility, yeah. And I have no idea how this guy built a house and is rowing a boat. Like, you can see the villager is in the front of the boat. Is this a real villager? Is this a player wearing armor? I can't tell because it's like, it looks so weird. There is no dot. Oh, you should have kept your inventory, your hotbar in there. There was no name. So it has to be... But then in the clip of the railway, when we saw it appear in the railway, there was a dot until it vanished. but there was no potion. It looked like it just passed through the wall. But there's no ghost command in Minecraft, is there? And even if there is, how is the villager getting access to that? I don't know. A slash vanish? Okay, well if there's a slash vanish, and that makes you go invisible, like how effective is that? And then again, how are people getting access to that? Did you guys try that out? If you typed slash vanish, did it let you vanish? Go to another clip. We only have so many clips. We don't have that many clips. These are all the clips we really have. Tried researching it. Okay, so we don't even know what if vanish even does. Also, wait. Does this villager just appear? Do you turn and then see it appear? Does it walk up? Okay, it's not there right there. It just spawns in. Or it rendered in. I think it's probably the former. And then it dies. It genuinely doesn't make any sense. You didn't notice it for like 20 seconds. As soon as you type to say it, yeah. So it's like, it's definitely not like a timing thing. It's reacting to you seeing it. They're using slash vanish, but what is this then? How are the villagers just doing slash vanish and it dies? And look, it's not even moving. That's a real villager right there. That's a real villager. That is for sure a real, like, how do I like zoom in on this? That didn't work. I don't know how to zoom in on this, but like, that's a real villager, I think. They're spawning a villager and killing it. Yeah, but that's, if they're spawning it and killing it, we should be able to see them, because if you're, like, but if you're vanished, you go invisible, like, I don't know, I feel like there should be potion effects or something. You missed this clip? Wait, which clip? Show me. Send it. Saw the villager move and spawned bat today while Khan was in an ender chest. So Khan, okay, so that rules out Khan. Khan is in an ender chest, and there's a villager and you saw it spawn a bat. So you saw a villager player character click the floor and spawn a bat. Slash vanish in most servers hides you better than invisibility. Hides your tools and no sounds or anything. So we might have found their secret. But like, I'm not sure, like, how confident can we be about it? I guess I'll have to do some testing next time I'm on the server. Physically wasn't here for this. Norm, if I could show you the edit of all the sightings that we saw, we could do that. Let me see if I can find it. Should have it around here. Yeah, media chamber? Okay. What is this? Oh no, this is the same thing that Goomster saw, okay. Okay, new clip. Let me also... I'll show you guys the edit.